Hello everyone and welcome to episode 83 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, the modern day UFC save, as we have our next pay-per-view, UFC 268, Rose Namajunas. Thug Rose taking on Claudia Gadelha. This is tough because this obviously was going to be Derek Lewis and John Jones for the heavyweight title as our main event, and we've had to shift the card around a lot and just unfortunate. And really, the heavyweight title, we're going to now have an interim champ with Derek Lewis and Junior Dos Santos, which JDS is still out for a couple of months, so it's just, it's not great. Not great right now, as far as for the heavyweight title picture. Very, very unfortunate. And also, we have a couple more fights that have been canceled. Rodolfo Vieira has a torn meniscus. That is tough. Rodolfo Vieira, here's a guy ranked 18th, and now he's going to be out for a year. So that's great. In which he was going to take on Brendan Lazar at the upcoming ESPN Plus card that's happening in Nevada. That now is pushed back for Brendan Lazar. He's taking on Marvin Vettori in Dublin, which is huge. That's a big fight. That's a big fight for both guys. Vettori's ranked, so he's still going to take on a ranked guy for there for Brendan Lazar, and we'll see how he does there in Dublin. And then for the Sandman, Corey Sandhagen, straighten his rotator cuff. He's out against Thomas Almeida. That was happening on the upcoming card with, as far as Ryan Bader and Nasruddin Nasruddinov, as far as, which again, that was going to be Menfield and Bader, so this card has just been completely cursed, but now Thomas Almeida, of course, you just saw, we've put him with Ronnie Lawrence at the Brazil show, and that's a huge fight. Ronnie Lawrence is looking to be a top 5 bantamweight there. And then Alexa Garotha, Jesus, she has a minor concussion against Hannah Clifford, which Denise Zambanaga, as far as she will be taking on Hannah Clifford here. She's jumped in and wanted to fight her. We made it happen, and that will be taking place at our next fight night. And that, she's taking that fight on about a week notice, so we'll see how she does in that one. As it's nice. I'm gonna keep this just because, I feel like it's going to be a nice thing to kind of remind everyone's like, man, she's taking that fight on a week notice now, as far as almost 2 weeks, but still, that's a short time frame to be turning around and fighting somebody, of course. But as far as Ozmat Kurvov and Alex Perez, the flyweights, battling it out there. Curtis Blades and Cyril Gane, which is a fun fight. Of course, Curtis Blades, the Chicago native. Of course, we're in Illinois for this card. Robbie Lawler and Tony Barton on the card as well for the welterweights. And Ketlin Vieira and Julia Avila, a women's bantamweight contest to kick off the main card for Thug Rose and Claudia Gadelha. As far as 20-4, 10-4, Team Noguera, the Genesis Training Center for Thug Rose, 8-3, 9-4 in the UFC records. But again, obviously Claudia's got 10 more fights under her belt. But Thug Rose is the favorite. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the women's side of things. She's looking to make her first successful defense here for Gadelha, as far as for the women's strawweight title. As Gadelha, of course, just beat, as far as Zhang Weili, by a split decision in May. Basically, whoever wins this fight is taking on Zhang Weili in the rematch. So, of course, for Thug Rose, of course, as well. That would actually be her first time against Zhang Weili. So yeah, we haven't done that fight yet. So that would be exciting for sure. But yeah, she just beat Sparza. She guillotined her in February. She beat Tatiana Suarez as well. So far, she's undefeated in the save, and looking to make it a third win in the save and to get her women's strawweight championship back. As for Ozmat Kurvov, 20-0, taking on Alex Perez, the flyweight champ, who was 8-1 in the UFC, 26-5 overall. This is a hell of a fight here. And of course, Kurvov has been on a tear, 4 wins in the UFC. Of course, he made his debut in the save in January of 2021. This is his 5th fight in 1 calendar year, and he's went the distance 2 times, and then 2 finishes in the first round with submissions. He's beaten Murad, he's beaten Jared Brooks, he's beaten Malcolm Gordon, he's beaten Pantoja. He's on a tear, an absolute tear. and especially those last two fights, winning with submissions in the first round. If he can do it again here tonight and beat Alex Perez to make it 5-0 in 1 year, that would be a hell of a debut. As far as our first year in the company, I don't know if anyone will have a better year. Kind of crazy. But we'll see how he does, though, as far as, and hopefully he gets some rest going into 2022. Curtis Blades and Cyril Gane, though. The undefeated Cyril Gane, he's got his biggest test for sure. Taking on a wrestler. He's the underdog in this fight. Curtis Blades, of course, is 30 years old, though. Both guys 30 years old. And Curtis Blades, he's on a nice little winning streak after losing to Derek Lewis. He did beat Junior Dos Santos, so I mean, unfortunately, though, for him, it's tough since he lost to Derek Lewis. He got finished in the first round. It would kind of be weird to have him rematch, but at the same time, maybe have him and Francis do a trilogy fight. Maybe an idea there, since Francis, as far as he did finish him at least once, we had the doctor stoppage in the first fight, so maybe, as far as do something like that. He did beat Warren Adams, though, which is huge. He got him with a Kimura. He knocked out Deborah as well before that. He's on a little path right now as far as getting finishes. His last 4 wins have been finishes. He's looking good. He's looking good besides the Derek Lewis loss. And we'll see how he does against Cyril Gane. Of course, Cyril Gane, though, his biggest win was Shamil. Well, I would say it's actually probably Rosenstrike, but either way, he's been finishing guys. He's got 4 finishes in the save. 3 knockouts, 1 knee bar. Of course, knocked out Shamil in 33 seconds. That was the first time he was ranked after beating guys that were 6th, 20th, and 25th. Actually, 19th there for Augusto Sakai since that was the company ranking. But now, a top 5 heavyweight. And this is I would damn near say whoever wins this fight is probably going to face the loser of JDS and Derek Lewis. So, you got a potential, whoever wins this will be basically the number 2 contender, if you want to look at it like that. This is a big fight. Big fight for sure. Plus, no team for Curtis Razor Blades, which is crazy. Crow Cop team, though, for Cyril Gane, which is awesome. And we'll see how that plays out. Robbie Lawler and Tony Rocco Martin. 19-5, 30, 15-1 for Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Of course, 39 years old. This motherfucker has been fighting for damn near 3 decades at this point. Because, yeah, his first fight was in 2002. So, yeah. 20 fucking years if he can make it to 2022. And I think he will. If he can make it especially to November of 2002. And that's obviously just the UFC. That's not even counting probably what he was doing, obviously, in the local scene and whatnot. So I would damn near say he might have been fighting in, like, 1999, 2000, just insane. 8th welterweight in the world right now, which is crazy to think about for a guy that's 39 years old, still a top 10 welterweight, and looking for his 15th career UFC win as well over Tony Martin. For Tony Martin, though, he is 11-5 in the UFC. Just beat Gilbert Burns, finished him in the 3rd round. That was back in June. As far as the last loss before, was Damian Maia. He's also lost to OAM. He's lost to Leonardo Santos, Benil Dariush. So he's lost to some tough talent for sure. As far as his biggest win, it is definitely Gilbert Burns. He really hasn't had a lot of major wins, though, which is unfortunate. But he did get his first, at least, knockout since 2018, with over Gilbert Burns. This would be interesting when he gets the win. I just don't think it's going to happen. We'll see, though. He is 10th, as far as he's the underdog in this fight, too. Davenport, Iowa, Minneapolis, Minnesota. A couple of, really, Midwestern kids, for sure, as far as Robbie Lawler, grown-ass man. But definitely, I would say 2 guys that kind of stylistically can match up pretty well. And Robbie Lawler is coming in at 175, so he's coming in at the max, the new max of the welterweight division. So that, I'm sure that will help him out a lot over Tony Martin. And for Ketlin Pereira and Julia Villa, 8-2, 11-3. As far as 5-3 in the UFC for Vieira, 2-1 for Villa. Ketlin is the favorite, but she hasn't had a great run. She's only got 1 win here in the save. It is back in May of 2020. 2-fight losing streak. She got pretty much destroyed by Aspen Ladd. A couple of 30-26s on the scorecard, not great. And then, of course, she got finished by Juliana Pena at the final second of that fight. back in March. Pay-per-view again. This is our fucking 5th pay-per-view fight. That's huge. So we'll see how she does in this one. And she is, a top 5 bantamweight on the women's side of things. If she can beat Julia, the Raging Panda, that would be huge for her. But Julia is coming off a win. 30-27 Gina. That was back in August, too, so quick turnaround. Her first pay-per-view in the UFC. So that's a lot of nerves, definitely, for sure. She's the underdog in that fight. It's a tough one. Tough one to kick off the show, for sure. And then we have Caitlin Chikagan taking on Ariana Lipski. This is a hell of a fight, though, at 125. A nice little strawweight contest here, or flyweight contest, rather, excuse me, from the women's side of things. As, of course, Caitlin Chikagan shockingly beat Valentina Shevchenko to win the flyweight title, and she beat Jessica Eye in the first round, and that was it for her. Had basically the unification fight with Amanda Nunes. Well, you could say a unification fight, but bantamweight title fight. Then lost the flyweight belt to Montana De La Rosa. Got finished there. Then got finished by Erin Blanchfield in 40 seconds. Tough break. But she's had some great fights, though, throughout pretty much the whole time in the save. Really, the Jessica Eye fight, I wouldn't really count that against her. She's been on, this is now her 9th straight pay-per-view, and I think that is a task that is very much not an easy feat at all. And she's been an exciting fighter the whole way, but she's taking on the Violence Queen in the Muay Thai Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter in Ariana Lipski, who did lose to Mackenzie Dern, but and also she's lost to Molly McCann and Joanna Calderwood as well before the save. But that Vivian Araujo win, massive for sure. That was at UFC 265 as well. Another girl that has been bringing it here in 2021. Has been having great fights, good to great fights, pretty much the whole time. She's a top 15 flyweight as well. It's going to be a fun fight. And Caitlin Chikagan is a heavy favorite. The reason why, too, we wanted to give her a fight where she can kind of get her wings under her. She was a champion just a year ago, and now on a losing streak. She's 32. It's the window is very much a little smaller for women, unfortunately, because, as far as when it comes to maybe they're going to leave the sport a little sooner so they can, as far as maybe start a family. It's just unfortunate as far as they have to make that sacrifice for their career. But it's now or never to maybe make another run for the belt, is basically what we're getting at for Caitlin Chikagan. And it might start here tonight with Ariana Lipski in our prelim main event. Eric Shelton and Oskar Askarov as the Galesburg, Illinois native, rather. Crazy that both guys have basically a losing record. At least Askarov is 2-1, but Eric Shelton in the UFC 2-5. Both on 24th and 25th on the rankings of the flyweights in the world, but in the UFC, as far as Eric Showtime Shelton is 14th. We let him, as far as he had a PFL fight in May, and then we signed him, which probably a terrible idea. Probably should have kept him in the PFL because he got knocked out in his first fight back. It was a great fight, though, but just I don't think he might be necessarily ready for the UFC. And then for Oskar Bullet Askarov, though, he did lose to Bibulatov, but he's beaten Brandon Moreno. I would say he's the clear favorite in this one, even though that was a split decision win. As far as a top 15 flyweight, that is looking pretty good. It is very, very close, extraordinary close. It's minus 110 both ways. It's a tough fight. Tough fight for sure, and I'm excited to see how that plays out, though. And then Clay Guida, the Carpenter from Johnsburg, Illinois, coming back to Illinois at 15-15, taking on the debuting Shamil Zavarov, the Russian Lion of Dagestan, who, of course, is an absolute monster, one might think, as a freestyle wrestler for sure. Was maybe potentially thinking of being an Olympian. My God, was 153-0 in combat sambo and was the M1 welterweight champion for a long time, and now he's a 155er, dropping down the lightweight. I mean, listen, he's got talent for sure. He's been in Road FC, which is kind of crazy. He hasn't been an M1 or anything, but at his age, this is basically a gimme fight for this man over here, and Clay Guida, of course, because he is the carpenter, Clay Guida. He's a man that is just so beloved for his style, and especially the run in the late to early 2010s. He was incredible, having so many great fights. Unfortunately, though, his last win was over BJ Penn. He was obviously retired, and he was already past his prime in 2019. You had the Joe Lozon win, which was huge. He knocked him out in the first round, and he's fought a who's who for sure. The resume is crazy. Kind of crazy. Of course, the Rick Lynn loss. Of course, now Rick Lynn is a top 10 fucking lightweight, and same thing with Islam, of course. So he's kind of had a tough go of it. He's back on pay-per-view too, and I just feel like he could use a win. He's a guy that, even though we don't really, in real life, the UFC does not really take care of their veterans like this. Not on my watch. We're gonna look to try to give Clay Guida a big win in his hometown. So hopefully a big win there. Then for Bilal Muhammad, remember the name Bilal Muhammad, taking on Johan the White Lion Lenise, who is undefeated right now. He is the favorite, is Bilal Muhammad, but I think Johan, he has been pretty impressive. This is his first ranked guy. Well, at least actually Bilal Muhammad actually isn't ranked right now, but he knocked out Aaron Jeffrey. He beat Marcus Perez in a really good fight at Fight Island. This is also his first pay-per-view, but Bilal Muhammad 9-5. He did beat Gilbert Burns. He 30-27 Gilbert Burns, and they beat Michael Chiesa too before that. So he was on a nice little momentum as far as on a little winning streak after losing to Lyman Good to start off the save, but he also just lost to Jake Matthews, so we'll see how he can bounce back. Of course, with his background and being a Chicago native too, you think he's going to pull off a big win. But this is going to be, I think that might be the best fight on the prelim. You never know. And then for Pat Sabatini, taking on Bobby the Wolfman Moffitt from Homewood, Illinois. Both jiu-jitsu artists. Pat Sabatini making his UFC debut. Of course, in real life, really, the fight that I kind of will always, unfortunately, have him be synonymous with was when Diego Lopez absolutely fucking destroyed him when they fought. But he's on a nice little win streak. He was, of course, King of the Cage. He has been getting rear naked chokes at King of the Cage. He does have one loss at King of the Cage, but he's going to be a savage for sure if he can get his hooks in. Bobby Moffitt's got to avoid that by all means, but he is the favorite in this fight. And he's 2-2. He beat Khalid, which he's ranked, so that's a huge win. He's fought Bryce Mitchell. He's fought Enrique Barzola, and he's also beaten Chaz Skelly. As I was trying to say. And this is his first pay-per-view too. So that's going to be nice for both guys to get their feet wet here on pay-per-view, and being on the kicking off the prelim too. It's always nice. You have the pressure a little bit on, but it's going to be a lot of fun to see. Man, Thugger Rose, an 8-inch reach advantage is insane. The fourth time that she has made event at a UFC event as well, and it's her fight to lose with an 8-inch reach advantage. That is such a huge advantage. You cannot half-ass it with that type of reach advantage. You have got to be on point striking wise, because you'll be unstoppable. But for Claudia, she's looking to take her down and keep her down on the mat. I think that's her only way of getting the win tonight. It's Alex Perez and Asma Kurovov. Again, Kurovov, perfection, 20-0. He has been on a fucking warpath in 2021, and he might just put the cherry on top for his 2021, winning the flyweight title. He is the slight favorite. It's going to be a hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight. Can't wait for that one. It's Curtis Blades and Cyril Gahn. Striker versus wrestler. And Curtis Blades, significant weight advantage too. A hell of a wrestler. He's been finishing people too. That's going to be a fun fight as well. Cyril Gahn getting a backer though from Mark L. It's tough, but he is undefeated too. A lot of undefeated fighters tonight on this pay-per-view as Ruthless Robbie Lawler and Tony Rocco Martin. As Martin trains the American Top Team, which Lawler's 1-1, and Lawler trains at Hard Knocks 365, which Martin is 1-0 against other members of the team. 2 top 10 welterweights and 2 Midwestern kids looking to battle it out. Tony Martin, though, has won his last 3 of his last 5 by decision, but he's going to have to do a lot more to beat Robbie Lawler. If he's going to go the distance with him, I don't think he's going to last, because I think Robbie Lawler's going to knock his goddamn head off. And our main card opener, Ketlin Vieira, taking on Julia Raging Banda Villa. As, of course, Ferreira is the favorite. Looking to maybe get back into the top 5 of the bantamweight scene in 2022, and it starts by beating Avila tonight. And for Kaylin Chikagan, same thing. Looking to make another run at that flyweight title. And she's got the Violence Queen, Noera Lipski, in her way tonight. She is the big favorite, but I would not count out Lipski one bit. In our flyweights, Eric Showtime Shelton Askarov, 4-3 on the Blurcast stat picks. One of our closest on the Blurcast stat picks, at least. And yeah, I think both guys were minus 110s as well. This is a coin flip, but I'd probably side with Oscar Askarov, but Eric Shelton is the hometown kid, so maybe looking to get a big win here. And for Clay Guida, the big favorite against the Lion of Dagestan, he's got a huge win tonight to make it 16-15 on the line in his UFC career, which is just insane. 31 UFC fights. With his style and the amount of wars he's had, I believe he has had, it's either over 4 hours or close to 5 hours of actual I about said in ring, but in octagon time for the UFC, and my God, he is just an absolute warrior in there. If he can pull off this win, I'm sure the crowd will love it. And Bilal, remember the name Muhammad against Johan, the White Lion Lanise, and he is up as far as undefeated so far in the UFC, but he's taking on Bilal. Of course, the hometown kid, and looking to make his 20th win, of his career, right? Yeah, he's 18-5, so he's looking for his 19th win, rather. But he's looking for his 10th UFC win, so that'd be huge. And he's looking to get a ranked fight, I'm sure, if he gets this win tonight in 2022. And for our opening contest, Bobby the Wolfman Moffitt and Pat Sabatini. As Pat giving up a 5-inch reach advantage, not great, but if he gets that rear naked choke, it is it. But Bobby, the Wolfman Moffitt, has his reach advantage. We'll see if he can get it done. Herding's referee, Gateside judges. Here we go. Roar from the crowd from the Homewood, Illinois native. And Sabatini already gets the takedown. We'll see what he does on top here, but yeah, just Sabatini's trying not to get caught with anything. It's a scramble, ends up losing out on it. So yeah, Sabatini's still on top. Another scramble attempt again, and just Sabatini doing a good job of staying on top and control. But, yeah, he feels another scramble coming, and he's just going to stay on top. Not a great start there, but Pat Sabatini, as far as excitement-wise, but Pat Sabatini has been on point with his game plan. Not wanting to strike with him, but here comes Bobby Moffitt with a 1-2, and here comes a right cross. There's a right hook that lands, but now Sabatini gets the trip. And he is, he's got the excellent outside leg trip too. Trying to get something going, but Sabatini keeps him guessing here. As long as he stays on top, I don't know if he's going to win the round necessarily. Yeah, because luckily they stand him up. Oh, Sabatini switching the southpaw. Nice little 1-2, left hand straight right. And I would say Bobby Moffitt won that round. It's down to the third round here. 1-2, which Sabatini follows up with a takedown. Ugly, but he's got it. It's basically a loose face lock. Went for the soccer kick to the body, but Moffitt's able to spring back up, and here we back are looking to grapple is Sabatini, which he does after, again, avoiding the punch. And now he's got him up against the cage. Sabatini doing a good job of trying to get something, just trying to get anything out of this round, but I'm afraid Bobby Moffitt's going to lose this one. Unfortunately, he just could not stop these takedowns, but at least he stops the Kimura. At least, finally, Pat Sabatini tried to finish him with a submission. But yeah, 29-28 for Sabatini is the right call there. I cannot believe there's a 30-27 for him. Not a great start as far as excitement-wise for that fight, but a big win for Sabatini nonetheless. Gets his win in his UFC debut. And he's a tough grappler for sure. Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad, and Johan, the White Lion Lanise. Here we go. The Chicago, Illinois native getting pressured up already against Johan. Left hand from Muhammad. 1-2, but again, Muhammad doing a good job. Wow, scored with a single punch out of a flurry. Not great. Here's a nice right cross, though, from Johan. Left hand off the counter from Muhammad. Trying to switch to southpaw. Again, guys are switching here a lot tonight so far. Trying to just keep him off balance. There's a spinning kick to the body here from Johan. And now quick throws a punch, but the right hook's blocked. Clean left hand from Johan. So far, he's probably been the better striker. Right kick to the body There's no surprise since his background is literally striking. And here we go. This scores the 2-punch out of a flurry from Muhammad, but the right jab, left hand taking on the gloves. Quick punch hits the kick to the lead leg. Went for the fucking head kick, though, after the quick punch lands from Muhammad. And Muhammad at least is getting some punches going, some combinations, hitting 3-punch combinations, then a spin kick to the ribs. Nice one, too. Right jab, left hook. Hell of a round, though. Very, very close. What was the fight metrics here? Wow. Bilal Muhammad landed a lot of shots, but obviously Johan landed more power strikes. His power strikes probably did more damage and might edge that one out. But there might be someone that gives him that round for how much strikes he landed. Brace the jabs followed by the left hook to the body. The jab at a great right hook, though. 1-2 here. Went for the right hook to the ribs after the jab, but missed it. 5-punch combination from Bilal Muhammad. Boxing coming on display here for Bilal Muhammad. 1-2. Lands a left jab, doesn't connect the right kick to the body. Left jab misses the right hook to the body. Another fucking flurry that misses, though, with just a single punch for Bilal Muhammad. A left kick to the body, though. Oh my lord, countering the right hand with a quick left jab and a spinning back fist, and he knocks him out. He back fisted him into the future. I love it. What a win for Johan the White Lion Lanise. 13-1 with a spinning back fist, too. Exciting way to finish that one out. And he might be getting a ranked fight in 2022 now. As Clay the Carpenter Guida taking on Shamil, the Lion of Dagestan, Zarov. As Mark Adolfri, Gateside judges here. It's crazy seeing somebody that has more wins than Clay Guida on this card, but we'll see how he does. They touch gloves. The counter jab doesn't land it. Oh my god, went for the head kick, though. But missed it. That would have been huge. Crunching right hook here from Guida. Standing toe-toe strikes here. Yeah, misses the right cross. Here comes the counter. Comes in with a low kick to the lead legs. Clay doing a good job striking-wise so far. Haven't seen a takedown attempt or anything, and both guys just been striking here. And 1-2 from Guida. Left jab, right cross. Leg kick again. The leg kicks have been interesting to see from Clay Guida. Missed that one, though. Missed the left jab, hits the right hand. Left jab, missed the right hook, does Zavarov. Trying to get a shot in, nothing but air on the big right. And yeah, great round from those two men. As far as, yeah, definitely was not expecting both guys to not even try and go for a takedown. But Clay Guida just feels like he's the better striker. So figured better not grapple up with the guy who had an incredible combat sambo record. And is a Dagestani fucking wrestler on top of that. So here's a 1-2 here. That set up a nice uppercut, too. So a 3-punch combination. Good right hand from Zavarov. Oh my god, Clay Guida's fucked. Oh, standing guillotine. Holy crap. I did not see the jumping of the guillotine coming. 1-2 here. And, man, Clay Guida got caught, but he's hanging in there. Now he's back in the pocket. Right hook now. He's hanging in there. He's a tough guy to put away, obviously, Clay Guida. There's a crunching right hook after 2 left hands. Oh, and he rocked him. Oh, now he's going for the guillotine choke. Oh, and he got it. Unreal. Both guys rock each other. Both guys jump a guillotine in round 2, but Clay gets it done. And what a fight, though. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot better than I anticipated. That's Clay Guida for you. He brings it, gets the big win. The Illinois native getting a nice win. That's awesome. C4. Clay Guida, and he thanks everyone that name checks everyone at Jackson Wink MMA, all his fake sponsors, all of his friends, famous supporters, too. Yeah, I mean, Shamil Zavarov, not a great debut. Obviously, being such a heavy underdog against somebody like Clay Guida, but a hell of a fight, though. So I feel like we can't get rid of him. Eric, Showtime, Shelton, Askarov. We'll see what happens here between the flyweights. They got a tough task of following that one, though. My God, and here we go. But so far, the Illinois fighters, they're 1-2 tonight, so not a great record. Sheldon at least avoids that takedown, but Askarov's going to put him against the cage. There's a nice short uppercut, and yeah, Askarov's going to use his wrestling to fuck him up. Hard stomps there. Oh, now he's in the glancing elbow strikes out of the clinch here, and he's still just getting fucked up. Herb Dean's finally going to separate him. Left hook from Shelton, left hook from Askarov. Cut him now. So now Shelton's bleeding. It's not great. Southern kicks to the legs there, at least. So Shelton trying to get something going. Left jab, straight right. Nice little 1-2. From Shelton, counter jab. Can't hit the step strikes, but that's a leg kick again. Oh, trying to get a grappling initiated from Askarov, but Shelton's the aggressor in another low kick. after the jab misses. Right hand from Askarov. Oh, there's a head kick from Shelton. Knocks him down. Oh, gets saved by the bell, though. Stole the round, though, with that one. With that head kick. If he can land another one, that might be it. Right cross from Shelton lands. Coming in the pocket. Avoids the jab. Two left hands miss the vicious right. Shelton is looking really good striking now. He's found his... he's in the flow of things here. He's in that flow state. He's moving out of these jabs. He's coming in and out of the pocket, bobbing and weaving. Missed the left jab and lands the right hook, though. Does Askarov left hand there from Shelton. And, whoa, we cut him up. Both guys now bleeding. Oh, my Lord, a sensational head kick. Down he goes again. Shelton's going to finish him here in the second. Big win for Eric Showtime Shelton. Another fantastic fight, though. That was a lot of fun to see. Hell of a fight. And he wants Murad Magomedov. My God, that is a tough ask. But, as far as Askarov had a very tough fight with him. So, as far as I feel like that makes sense to me. And if we can get a third fantastic fight in a row, that would be insane here for our prelim main event as the blonde fighter, Katlyn Chookagian, taking on the violence queen, Ariane Lipski. Steve Moss got a referee. No team, though, for Katlyn Chookagian, which is insane. Cage side judges here. Here we go. Neither fighter can land anything standing-wise. Left hand off the counter from Chookagian. Crunching right hook after Lipski lands one of her flurry of three punches. And she caught her, rather, with a crunching right hook. Rather, that was not even Chookagian's right hook. Left jab missed the big right. Lipski. I mean, the Muay Thai background is very, very dangerous for sure, and you're seeing it already. Plus that Gracie Fusion training, I'm sure. She's got some grappling training in now. Trying to get her up against the cage, which if she trips her, it's going to be interesting to see how that wrestling will do, because she is just pressed up against the cage. Guillotine. Stops it. As, yeah, that has put a lot of people away, though, that guillotine up against the cage like that, but... very, very close round, though. I mean, Chookagian probably had the best chance of winning that first round as far as with the guillotine, but Lipski did really, really good before that takedown, and he really didn't do a whole lot on the ground. I could see it both ways. I would probably edge it to Chookagian, but that's just me. Neither fighter could really land anything here. Leg kicks here from Lipski. Nice right hook from Chookagian. Oh, and she got rocked. Chookagian went for the vicious overhand right, but she dodged it. Now Lipski's got her wits about her again. Oh my God, what a counter here from Lipski. Left hook, left jab, and a body kick now. I mean, Lipski is not going to go down without a fight. Bringing it. Neither fighter really land a big-time shot here. Doesn't land the right hand. And now Lipski, again, in a good little 1-2 as well. Making her miss, landing up with combinations. Here's a left jab and a clean right from Chookagian. Went for the head kick to Lipski. That would have been huge. And again, a counter from Lipski, but she fails to land on the body kick. There's a nice head kick here to the side of the head. Oh my Lord. Down she goes again. A minute left. Is she going to hang on? Went for the armbar. What a terrible idea, Lipski. Oh my Lord. She wasted a great opportunity. But man, she's up 2 rounds to none, and Katlyn Chookagian is in deep shit here of having a major upset in our final prelim, rather, here comes Chookagian already. If she's got any chance, it's not to strike with her. It's going to have to be with a takedown. Crunching right hook again. Another crunching right hook. She's getting outstruck. Clearly, the Muay Thai background is better than Katlyn Chookagian's boxing. Vicious head kick again. Oh my God, that's it. Ariane Lipski, the violence queen, brought it tonight. Jesus Christ. She looked tremendous out there, beating a former flyweight champion. And I mean, she was 15th, right? Or 14th. Yes, she was already in the top 15. Chookagian was like 7th, I think. Oh, whoops. She's 7th in the world, 6th in the UFC. I mean, I guess she's going to take on the top 5 flyweight now. I mean, that was a huge, huge win. Massive. She went Yana Wu, though. That'd be a fun fight, though. Yana Wu's a hell of a... She's undefeated, I believe, as well, so far. I think she's 2-0 in the UFC. That'd be a fun fight, yes. Ketlin Varela and Julia Raging Panda Avila. This has been a hell of a fucking pay-per-view, though. We've had some great fights, some back-and-forth contests. This has been a lot of fun. Mark Goddard's referee cage side judges here. Here we go for the Oklahoma City fighter, but I believe she... and plays to the crowd during the introductions. Now, it doesn't look like she has a care in the world. Let's see what Ketlin Varela is doing here. She gets fired up by the corner. before the start of the fight. He missed all the combinations there and even got caught with that kick. Just drives her against the cage. Some knee strikes to the ribs and hip. Judo throw. Oh boy. Smothering her down. She's just a fucking tank down there. Villa's trying to just slow her down, trying to make her work and wear her out early on this fight. And she's doing a pretty good job though. Went for the scramble. Oh boy. She got her back too. Went for the rear naked choke. That was a great job, though, by Julia Villa to try and steal that by just grabbing it back. If she had enough time to get her hooks in, Ketlen Barrera would have had a huge loss on another upset tonight as well. Ketlen Barrera, another clinch. Big knee strike to the body. Yeah, so far, standing-wise, judo-wise, Barrera definitely the better fighter. But once it gets to the ground, it's pretty even. Got her against the cage. There's an elbow strike here. Oh, cut underneath the eye. Knee strike to the ribs. Couple of punches aside the head. Judo throw. Yep, down she goes again. Went for mount. Gives up her back instead. She gets both hooks in. It's over. Oh, well. Just trying to get some big right hands in. Interesting. Doesn't even try. And finish her with a rear naked choke. That's very, very telling. I think Ketlen Barrera just wants to keep on doing some damage. Yes, the ribs have been taking a beating tonight. She's been looking pretty good up against the cage, at least Ketlen Barrera has. But she is tired now, so we'll see if Avila can do something. There's a right cross that lands hard. 1-2. Doesn't land either blow, though. One to come in and again strike. And she's able to clinch up with her again. And that is just not what you want if you're in Julia Avila's corner. She's getting reopened now with an elbow up against the cage. Some short rights to the ear. And yeah, brutal. Brutal beatdown, really, for Avila. Tough break. Got her against the cage again. Judo throw again. Just can't stop her. When she gets her up against the cage, it is Ketlen Barrera's world as she gets the win in a 30-27. It was rated good, though. But yeah, huge win for Barrera nonetheless. And she praises everyone at Nova Uneo, as far as, I always forget how to pronounce it, but yeah, for helping her prepare for the fight. Sponsors for supporting her financially, as well as Ruthless Robbie Lawler in our next contest against Tony Rocco Martin. Cage side judges there. I believe our referee was Mark Arnold. Yes, says opening bell. Here we go. They touch gloves. Missed the left hook already to Lawler and gets countered with a quick kick to the lead leg. So already great counter striking. But he gets countered with a nice left hook from Robbie Lawler. So both guys are really just counter striking at such a will. And there's a jab and a spin kick from Martin. Boy, oh boy, and both fighters fail anything. There's a left cross, missed the head kick to Martin. Wow, blood already visible. Cut underneath the eye of Martin. So now, as far as Ruthless Robbie Lawler's drawing first blood, they mean the center jab, can at the left cross. 1-2, quick left straight right from Martin. As counters left hand, left jab, and went for the head kick though to Martin. If Martin can land a head kick, that's definitely going to change the momentum of this one, because he's probably going to drop him if he catches him with it. He hits pretty fucking hard. But Ruthless Robbie Lawler, again, good guard here, absorbing two-punch flurry, left hook from Martin. There's that powerful head kick, though, but this time it's from Martin. Oh, my Lord, down he goes. But that's the end of the first round, so at least Ruthless Robbie Lawler steals it with the head kick. They're going to work on the cut man, and there's a nice left hook. It's punished here. Oof. Robbie Lawler. He's tired, though, so that's not great. Here comes a good counter, though, from Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Already rocked him. Holy shit, another head kick. He's out. No, he's not. Quickly. Look at the finish him here. Unreal. Just hanging in there, Rocco Martin. Tony Martin is just trying his damnedest to survive this round. I think he has. And now Robbie Lawler's just looking to hang on, not get caught, and he's going to win this fight on the scorecard. But I'm sure Ruthless Robbie Lawler is looking for a finish with that nice left hook. Doesn't get it. The beauty of a straight left, though. Tony Martin's getting fucked up here. Glancing glove with the high kick. Oh, there's the uppercut. And he's out cold. Love it. Ruthless Robbie Lawler, you fucking savage. Beating him. As he praises his team at Hard Knocks 365. And what a fight, though. That was a lot of fun to see. As Curtis Razor Blades and Cyril Gahn, our heavyweight titans, battling it out on this main card pay-per-view. Giving up at least 20 pounds of Cyril Gahn, but he is an inch taller. Curtis Blades, of course, the Chicago native, coming out to the Mortal Kombat theme. Gotta love it. Jabs from Gahn. Jabs white lands the right hand. If Blades can get a hold of him, that's his best chance. But so far, trying to outstrike him. is Curtis Blades. And he's getting countered. Nice right hook from Blades. Oh, gets encounters with a jab and a right head kick. Doesn't make contact, though. Curtis Blades is looking really good striking-wise. I cannot believe it. 3 punches in there with a right hook. Oh, he rocked him. Oh, my God. Curtis Blades, you demon. He finished him. Wow. That did not go as planned. What a fucking performance for Curtis Blades. I mean, listen. If he can strike like that against Derek Lewis or Junior Dos Santos, depending on whoever wins that fight, I mean, he didn't even have a fight camp either. He just went out there and beat the fuck out of him. What a win for Curtis Blades. As Azamat Kurovov against Alex Perez are now under the championship rounds for the championship fights. Can he do it? Can he make it 21-0 and be the new UFC flyweight champion to end out the year? And cap off maybe the greatest single year somebody's ever had in the UFC. Only Alex Perez is standing in his way, though. Steve Mazzagatti is our referee, as we'll see how the flyweight champ does. Here we go. They touch gloves. Kurovov already showing in no fear here. Into the pocket, 1-2. Kurovov slipping past the right hook, counters to the left cross. 2 punches, remains a solid guard, though. Perez now remaining a solid guard. Oh, my God. Counters with a left hook, does Perez. Walking him down. Perez with a jab. Too much combination. Perez avoids both of them, though. Good hand speed from Perez. Lands one of a flurry of punches. Now Kurovov shoots in hard and fast. Somehow Perez stops it. I cannot believe it, but he's up against the cage. And yeah, that's a big takedown. Darce choke. Not happening, though. That would have been huge. Kimura now. Boy, Kurovov. Armbar. He's going through the roller decks. Knee bar. He literally went for every goddamn submission he could think of. He wants that win so bad. I cannot believe they're going to give that to Perez. I know he stopped all 4 of those submissions, but you got to give it to the guy who was going for finishes, too, at the same time. It's tough. It's tough. I get what they're thinking, but man, he looked incredible. He couldn't get it done, though, so at the same time, I get it. I don't mind it. I'm talking myself into giving that round to Alex Perez, but I don't know. But Perez gets countered here. Good fucking takedown again. Leg lock. Not happening. Armbar for the bottom from Perez. Oh my, another leg lock. These guys are just switching. Now butterfly guard. Went for it, but stopped. Another leg lock attempt. Armbar from the bottom. Both guys are just trading submissions. I don't think either guy's going to tap each other out. So we'll see how Azamat's going to do. Because he's not going to be able to finish him submission-wise. He's going to have to knock him out and win on the scorecard. And they're going to give that one to Kurovov, which that one, I don't know, at least that one, he did get a takedown, but yeah, I guess Perez didn't land any strikes because he was just going for arm bars on the bottom. Here we go, round 3, another high-speed takedown. He's got a single leg lock. Oh, and he got him! Finally gets the submission win, and Azamat Kurovov is an absolute demon at flyweight. This motherfucker can finish anybody. He has such a high motor, too, to keep on shooting for those takedowns at a high speed. He's a tough guy to beat. Very, very tough. He's going to clean out the fucking division in 2 years. And he wants Brandon Royval next. I'm sure we can make that happen. The flyweight champion, though, is just a demon. Thug Rose against Claudia Gadelha, our main event for the women's strawweight title. Can Thug Rose do it? We'll see. They touch gloves. Beauty of a straight right, though, from Thug Rose. If the jab misses, counter jab. Flurry of punches. Went for the head kick, but missed it. Obviously, Thug Rose has a tremendous head kick and can win off of that with just one strike. 2 kind of left hands, though, from Claudia. Oh, slipping past the right, attacks with a clean right hand. Big reach advantage, of course, playing a factor there. Good head movement, sailing past her, 2 punches as far as, just good head movement again. 1, 2. Yeah, Gadelha's just, she's fucked. She is just fucked, striking-wise. She's not going to be able to do anything. Beauty of a straight right here. Counters right in with a clean right hand of her own. There we go. At least she's trying to go for a takedown, but again, just taking the initiative. Got her in a clinch, though. That's exactly what Gadelha needs, trying to get her against the cage. But yeah, obviously Thug Rose won that first round. But if she can get a hold of her again a little sooner in this second round, she's got at least a chance to do something. Spin kick to the body from Thug Rose. Counters right in with a left jab and a left round kick to the body. So now she's going for body shots. Gadelha misses the right cross. Here comes a counter. And again, if that head kick lands, it's a fight ender. 1, 2. There finds a way past her opponent's guard here. Liking that from Claudia. So at least she's not completely getting outstruck. She's at least landing some strikes here. There's a right hook now. Crunching kick to the thigh, though, from Thug Rose. Slipping past the right hook. Attacks with a quick left jab, and a low kick doesn't connect, though. Great right hook off the counter. Yeah, I mean, again, she should try and get something going with some grappling, but another leg kick as well from Thug Rose. So I'm sure she'll be limping around here once we get into the championship round. Another right hook. Oh, Claudia, though, with a takedown. She got it. Oh, guillotine, though, from the bottom. Oh, I thought she had it. But it's still hanging in there. Is Claudia Gadelha. That would have been a huge win, obviously, for Thug Rose to get that the guillotine on the bottom. Right hook there. Doesn't find the mark, but lands the left jab. Does Gadelha. 1-2 from Thug Rose. Another 1-2. Nice jab and a big right hand. Went for the spinning back kick to the chest and landed it. My God. What a strike. Went for the body. Gets countered with the right cross, though. Left hook from Gadelha. Powerful straight right. Oh, she probably broke her fucking nose and probably dropped her. Oh, my God. She knocked her out cold. 115 pounds. And she knock out Claudia Gadelha for the win to become the new women's strawweight champion, in winning in exciting fashion nonetheless. Breaking her fucking nose. What a win. Didn't lose a round, and she looked tremendous out there to Thug Rose at 11-4 now. 21,000 on hand for this card. God damn. And they got a hell of a show, too. I mean, there was a run, basically from the after the Sabatini fight. Those next probably 8 fights, incredible. Even that Hazmat Kurovov-Alex Perez fight wasn't even bad. Just a crazy fight, though. It's crazy. Robbie Lawler, though, coming in at 175. It increased our popularity everywhere. I love it. Love it for sure. Performance bonuses for everybody who won. That's not Ketlin Ferreira, sorry. But yeah, Lipsky for sure. Shelton for sure. Johan for sure. I mean, Clay did look good out there, so it was a good fight too. So yeah, I like it. Just the opening on the prelim and main card didn't get the performance bonus, but yeah, Osmak Orval made 400K. Robert Lawler making 300. A lot of people making 6 figures, and that's what you love to see when it's a great fight like that. And we made $1 million off pay-per-views, which is kind of crazy. Did not expect that at all. Basically, the fighter's pay got covered almost by the pay-per-view in general, so that's awesome. Love that. Love that for us. As I will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching. And we go to our next card. And I believe, if memory serves me correct, I believe we are going to Abu Dhabi. I believe that is the next card. I believe it's Fight Island. As maybe we'll hang around here just to make sure. That was a fun fight, though. That was a fun fight on the throughout that card. That was a lot of fun. I mean, I cannot believe, though, Katlyn Chookagian. Tough break. Osmar Kurovov looked tremendous. Oh, it's a fight night, yeah. It's Jocko and Brunson. Yeah, we're going to North Carolina. Then the Fight Island, which Kevin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker is on that card. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then we're going to Arizona. Then we're going to ESPN Plus for Nevada. Going to Nevada on ESPN Plus, rather. And then, of course, we end out the year in the Garden at UFC 269, which we still haven't named that card because I believe that it's we're waiting on another title fight is the idea there, because I don't want it to just be one, even though Joja and Aspen Ladd should be a good fight, but I'm hoping for something a little bit more meat on the bones. Yeah, Chris Weidman's on that card, Frankie Edgar and Robin Ivana Rusmanin. It's a fun fight, and also the debut of Gordon Ryan in the UFC. We'll see how the Jiu-Jitsu artist does. Hopefully he doesn't take any PDs, but Uriah Hall and Alexa Pereira as well. Potan and Uriah Hall, that's a fun fight. Very much excited for that card. As, we'll catch you guys next time for the UFC Fight Night card with Christoph Jocko and Derek Brunson. Take care, everyone.